my wedding anniversary today. It's our wedding anniversary, in fact. And my wife has arranged a road trip for us to take. Unfortunately, she won't tell me where we're going. So she's driving. We've been on the road for about 2 hours now. We're still going. We've headed from our place in Izuka City in Fukuoka Prefecture. We've headed right to the west of Kyushu. We passed Kumamoto City. We didn't stop. We're still going. So I'm curious to see where we end up. So I still don't know where we're going, but it's looking very beautiful. We're headed into the countryside, and in the distance we can see the mountains. There's trees either side, so the magical mystery tour continues. So this is our exit. It says Hinagu, which I have to admit I've never heard of. So I'm still curious about where we're going. The sat-nav says, the GPS says, we have 1 minute to our destination. Are you going to tell me finally what's our destination? Right, we have arrived at our destination, which looks to be a very, very, very small railway station. Let's go out and have a look. So we've come to somewhere that I can see says Hinagu Onsen Station. I'm sure you know, and an onsen is a hot spring town, and you can see from this mascot, this is Kumamon, Kumamon is the mascot of Kumamoto Prefecture. So we're obviously in Kumamoto. Kumamoto is very famous for having lots of onsen, hot spring town. It's not the busiest station. Okay. So why did we drive 2.5 hours from our house to come to this station? What's our plan today?
Our plan is to take a nice bath, hot spring bath. Maybe not even once. You can go twice, 3 times if you want. And also
They're not sparrows, are they?
swallows.
Swallows nesting in the train station. So you can see it's obviously not a very busy train station. Obviously we came by car. We're not going to take the train, but we just had a look into the train station. And this is a very typical small country train station in Japan. Just one platform each direction, and hardly any people. But they still nicely maintaining it, and it looks, if I was going to commute by train, I think this would be a nice station to come from. Tell us a little bit about the onsen town. Tell us a little bit about the onsen town.
I think I've come here when I was very young, like 3 years or 4 years old.
And why did you choose this particular town for us to drive to today?
Because I think this is a place long lost, not, but forgotten these days, but it's real typical old Japanese onsen town.
Okay, so now we're going to drive to the onsen town, is that right?
Mm-mm.
Let's go. This is a real Typical country town in Japan. I suppose you would say half dead, but that's not a very nice way to put it. I suppose you could say nice and quiet is a better way to put it. So this is the main public bath in the town. Public bath means it doesn't have any hotel accommodation. It's just the bath itself. And next to it, which you can get even without paying, is this hot foot bath. A shout out to my good friend Jason when I see this foot bath, because when he visited, he put his feet in a foot bath, not this one actually, but another one here in Kyushu, and his arthritic toe sprung back into life after 16 years of no motion. So it isn't a myth, of course it isn't. All these onsen, all the minerals in the water really do you good, huh? Good for your skin and good for your digestive, and good for your blood pressure, good for your diabetes, and good for your little toe. So we're always a sucker for a nice cat along the route, and this is a white one you don't often see. And that, if you know anything about cat language, that tail moving means he's a bit irritated with us, and that's why he's that's what. And who is this? Anyone significant?
I think this is Rokuro-san.
Rokuro-san.
It says Rokuro's hot spring. Rokuro is somebody's son who's worrying about his father's disease, and then every day he's praying to 誰だろう、goddess, praying to a goddess, and then one night the goddess stands beside his pillow and said, "You're a good boy, ne? Praying to me so that your father's disease is cured. So I'm going to tell you where is the great medicine. If you keep walking, you keep another 100 steps, and then there's a weird rock, and then underneath you will find the onsen hot spring. And then let your father to get in that hot spring 7 times a day, and then your father will be healthy, will be cured." そして本当にそうしたら温泉がわー出てきました。
How long ago did all this happen?
1409.
And the onsen is here ever since, and people are bathing in it ever since.
多分ね。
And Moo, this is a really narrow street we're walking down. What's in it?
So, as I said, this area was very flourished in the old age. So you can see the sign says Yatshiroya Ryokan. Ryokan is a Japanese inn. So they've got 2 stories, wooden structure, Ryokan. And here's another one as well.
And are they still operating, do you think?
This doesn't look so, but this one, yeah, maybe, this one's running.
Yeah, looks like it's open if you want to come to a really small town Ryokan with onsen, this is the place to go.
Yeah, you can take a bus here.
Ah, sumimasen. Konnichiwa.
This is Kimparo, the Ryokan, 3 stories building, but wooden structure. Government designated tangible cultural asset.
One of the largest 3-story wooden structures in Kumamoto Prefecture. So we've come inside this lovely old ryokan. We came for a cup of coffee, but really we came just to have a look around. And as you can see behind me, they have this beautiful garden here. And it's one of these places that's full of history. All these beautiful wood and bamboo. It's very cool, even though now it's summer here in Japan. The whole place is very cool, very nice place to relax, and we've just ordered a nice coffee. And if you want to make a call, what does it say?
This telephone was used while this ryokan was open.
Wow.
When this ryokan was open.
This is one where you pick up this and you put it to your ear and you shout your message through here. you turn the lever. And here they've obviously, here's another one. And here they've modernized. So this modern looking one had a proper receiver that you pick up and you can dial. And this old ryokan, as you can see, has a real old world feel to us. And like it seems everything in this town has swallows nesting even inside this hotel entrance. Well, we had a nice cool down in this beautiful, old and well-preserved place. So what's this? This is an onsen as well, huh?
Yeah, this is another ryokan, I think. This is said to be the oldest in the town, but maybe it's a bit renovated, so it doesn't look so old, but actually this is the oldest one in the town.
And do we know how old this town is? Konnichiwa. We saw the onsen before, said 1409.
Yeah. Here's another 3 stories house or ryokan or a building. And it looks relatively new, but if you look down, actually inside is made of wood, bamboo and mud.
Just like our house. So do you think this place is still open now? Wow. It's such a shame all these old towns are always full of these. I guess they were busy in the Showa era, 40, 50 years ago, when the Japanese were traveling, suddenly had enough money to travel around Japan, but weren't really going abroad then. Would you guess that's this kind of town? You going to answer?
この奥はどうなってるの？このルーバーあるでしょ？この向こうは何があるんだろうか。さあちょっと 中見てみて。
Ah, it's an old bath.
わあ。
A really old bath. The problem with these old onsen towns, there's just too many baths, huh? There's just not enough visitors and too many baths. But because this is a 3-story place, it was probably a Ryokan onsen hotel. Huh? They're quite unusual now, these 3-story wooden buildings. Huh? And this is another nice looking... Is this a hotel or just an onsen?
Onsen.
Just an onsen bathhouse. Oh, this looks quite nice, huh?
Yeah, this is the one I said I want to go.
Oh.
The public one is 200 yen, and they have kazakubura as well.
Yeah, so some of these places, if I go in the male and Moo goes in the female, we pay 200 yen each, about $2. If we get a family bath where we just have it privately together, we pay 1,600 yen for an hour. It's 15 bucks. So we're going to go back to the car park, get our onsen stuff, which we always keep in the car because we're always taking onsen here and there. Then we're going to come back here. Why are you shaking your head?
Because I just went to the entrance and I saw the sign that due to the expansion of the coronavirus, that right now the only Kumamoto resident can bathe.
Okay, so even though it looks a nice place, we are not bathing here today because we are not Kumamoto residents. It does look a very nice traditional old bathhouse. This is the place we would have bathed, but because of the corona and we're from outside the prefecture, outside the county, they're not letting us bathe.
And more Ryokan already.
Another Ryokan closed.
Here's the business license. Or maybe not, I don't know.
If not cease the business, it looks kind of ceased the business.
But even this kind of tiny little Ryokan, it says Onsen Ryokan, so it has got an onsen inside. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a tiny place, but it has its own hot bath. It's a
House?
Kie or Ryokan?
Not sure. It looks like someone's
Kanban ga
house
nai
with-
na. There's no signboard, so oops, we're probably filming. But also, it looks a bit. Again, it looks a bit like a boarding house, doesn't it?
Like Otsuka-san.
I'm not sure anyone is still living there. They haven't picked up their post for a while. Yeah, we can smell as we're walking along. We can smell the sulfur, which is like rotten eggs, but it means it's good quality onsen water, which is, of course, originally what attracted people here. Is not the specific beauty of the place, it's the quality of the water, and we're a bit lost looking for the car. Do you know where it is?
For bathing. Outsiders bathing.
People from outside can bathe, but
Saturday, Sunday, holidays?
from 12 and weekday from 3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't seem very lucky today, do we? We've chosen the family bath, which means that we get this nice room to ourselves and we get the bath to ourselves. If you don't choose the family bath, then I go in one public bath for the guys and we would have to go in another public bath for the ladies, which is fine, but seeing we've come all this way together, and especially because it's our anniversary, decided to take the family bath, which means we can bathe together in privacy. Here is the bath behind me, as you can see. And actually this private bath that we've got even has this nice outside view. So we paid in total about 2,000 yen, which is about $20, and we get this private bath to ourselves for an hour. Seems like a good deal to me. Okay, I don't think you want to see us naked, so I'm going to finish filming here. We're diving in. So after our onsen, we've come up to the relaxing, hangout, have a nap room. Or over there, have a bit of a natter. The guy next to us having a bit of a nap. And Moo's just gone down, and we're having our bento here. What have we got, Moo?
I got futomaki, rolled sushi, and onishime.
What's onishime?
Onishime is kind of stewed vegetable and fish cakes and stuff. We call it a fish cake.
Isn't that a specialty of this area? What do you call it in Japanese?
What about chikuwa? This one is not chikuwa, but same fish cake. Fried.
Okay, itadakimasu. So off we go. Get some exercise after all lazing around in the onsen bath. Up the steps to this shrine. And this is where you can... I don't fancy doing that, it looks a bit dirty and cobweb filled, but you can cleanse yourself here. And this is a photo spot. Kumamon, this Kumamoto mascot, is everywhere. So because this is a photo spot, I'm taking a photo. 3, 2, 1.
Earlier, in front of the Banpeiyu public onsen, we saw Rokuro no Yu, Rokuro's hot spring. As I said there, so Rokuro actually found this onsen area. Actually, he's a starter of this onsen area. So he is enshrined here. So that's why this one is called Rokuro Jinja, Rokuro Shrine.
He's the one whose dad was ill and he found the onsen water, and they said his dad had to bathe 7 times a day, and he's enshrined here.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Yes. It's not his bone there's just nothing there. It's just kind of enshrined.
His spirit.
Yeah, probably, I guess.
Is this another photo spot? Okay, up we go. When we ever see some steps, we have to follow. Huh? And what do we find, Moo?
A small shrine. This is Inari Daimyojin.
What does that mean?
No, Inari Shrine.
What's a Inari shrine?
Inari shrines normally promises you a big success in the business, So on the way we came up here, you see many torii gates like this. Yeah, it's all rotten or rusted, but you can see the name who donated each gate, and it said, I found loads of kind of hotels and Ryokan's name on it. So many people who have business here in this area.
Is these the name like this?
So, the individual's name, but on here, on Tori body, that you can see Katayama Kamaboko Fish Cake Shop LLC.
A word from our sponsors.
Fukunaga Cloth and Glasses Shop.
And actually, you can see this torii is showing us the entrance to another path, which invitingly goes up through the forest past this little shrine here, and you can see the path goes up. Normally we quite love our hiking, but I have to say it's bloody hot today, and we've just come out the onsen, so we're really still steaming hot from that. So I think we'll have to leave this inviting looking path for another day. Instead, we're going to make our way back down. It looks like they're having a witches' convention, and they just left their broomsticks. They flew in on their broomsticks and they left them outside. And as almost always when we come to a small shrine in Japan, or we come to a small shrine in Kyushu, there's nobody here except us. So this is the inside area of the main shrine, and here is some photos of the shrine in its glory days. Standing there, they all are watching the sumo fight. That's steps we just came up, and you can see in those days this was a really thriving, booming area when all the Ryokan, all the Japanese inns were still open, and this was a thriving onsen town. Unfortunately now, like so many towns in rural Japan, it's seen better days, but we still enjoy coming to places like this, and hopefully you do too. And some people must still come here because, as you see in so many shrines, these are the wishes people buy and then hang them on the fence. So these are usually things like you will have good luck in exams, or you will be healthy, or you will be lucky in love. And it always looks a bit out of place in a shrine, but there you have again this bloody Kumamoto mascot, which they've done a very good job of promoting. Even Moo wants to get her photo taken with Kumamon. And right next to the shrine is a big, deep bamboo forest. If you've ever had bamboo starting to grow in your garden, you'll know it grows like hell, it grows like crazy. So it's really easy for bamboo forests to get huge. But these are maple trees, so I think in autumn this must be a very nice place to come, when these leaves will all be golden and red. And the main shrine, which somehow we can't access, is at the back here. And they've even got some information in English, which is pretty rare. So you can read it yourself. You see, this goes back more than, where are we? 600 years, 601 years. Everything in Kyushu is really full of history. Even this pretty insignificant, well, to us or to most people, this insignificant shrine has this 600-year history behind it. So in the days gone by, Japan was obviously a great railway country. Now this line is almost certainly privatized, and I guess there's not many trains a day run along it.
But it has got a really nice part along the seashore, not seashore,
Seafront.
Yeah, coastline. とてもいい. And also they serve kind of nice food. It's like an old age dining car. So it's quite popular.
Great. Can we do it today?
No.
So we just took a random side trip down this lane, and the road just stopped at a dead end. So we had to do a U-turn, and Moo just got out and walked. There she is. And we noticed this house. This house is for sale, huh?
Yeah, it says.
There you go. So if you're looking for an almost falling down tiny wooden house, then call 0965 32 6003. So we've just driven an hour to come and have dinner at this restaurant that Moo found, and it has a sign on the door saying because of coronavirus it's closed. What kind of restaurant was it anyway, Moo? We can try and imagine the tasty food we would have had. What kind of place was it? Why did you choose this one?
This one is called Ayu Yanaba. Ayu is sweet fish, the river fish.
Yeah.
And Yanaba means the place you catch the fish. So as you can see, let's go. Water running. Actually, the river water running. And you can see the floor made with bamboo. So the Ayu sweet fish.
They come down the river and they get
yeah,
caught on the bamboo trap.
Yeah, and then you can have very fresh sweet fish, grilled or stewed, several different ways they're cooked.
Well,
Aww.
it's a great idea. And there's a bird, what is it, a crane, that's a crane, huh?
No.
Yes.
No, it's not crane. It's
What is
a
it?
heron.
A heron, sorry, heron. Waiting to have the sweet river fish that we were meant to have. Do you know? Coronavirus is really, we couldn't have our chosen bath because of coronavirus, and now we can't have our chosen dinner. So it's about 11 p.m, about 12 hours since our first onsen bath, and we've just had our second one. We're about 100 kilometers away. Actually, it's one of our favorite onsen baths. It's Yamaga Onsen. I don't know if it's too dark. Can you see? We love this one. It's a really old traditional bathhouse with all nice dark wood and high ceilings. It's quite an old bathhouse and it's recently been renovated, but when they renovated it they kept the old original style. It has a lot of old advertisings, kind of like the 1950s style advertising. The water, the hot spring water stopped flowing here actually in the 2016 earthquake, but I'm happy to report it's flowing again. It's really good quality water. We're in Kumamoto Prefecture, Yamaga Onsen. It's really good quality water. It's really like lotion. You can really feel it's good water. There's hardly anyone in the gents. Actually, you can hear the ladies next door having much more fun than us, or chatting away, but us guys were meekly and quietly having our bath. It was really great onsen. It's our second of the day, and now we've got a 2-hour drive back home. And there is our beautiful Yamaga Onsen. We'll be back. Let's go. And actually, if you come here, just reminded me, if you come here, go to round the back. There's a small kind of museum with some on the second floor of photos of how the onsen originally looked before renovation, how it was in the old days, and it used to be really. They've got some photos of it really packed with so many people inside. And in those days, people used to eat their lunch in the onsen bath. So. Don't do that here, otherwise you'll definitely get thrown out. And actually also if you go around the back, there's one of the old original baths. There's no water in it now, I think there's no water in it now, but you can go in and see how it was. So this place has a real historic feel to it, so we recommend Yamaga Onsen in Kumamoto Prefecture. Come on, let's go. We're not going to be back till 1 a.m.